What's up? I'm going to be showing a short video for those that might misunderstand or not understand where I'm coming from and why I do what I do. This is basically a gist of where I'm coming from.
What kind of life do you want to live? Success is a choice. It's a decision that only you can make for you. First comes the choice, then comes the commitment. Are you willing to commit to doing what it takes to go where you want to go? A lot of people say they want to be successful, but they struggle and they stumble on that commitment part. A lot of times, the only way we will make that commitment is we have to hit rock bottom. We have to get so sick and tired of feeling the way we do before we'll ever take the action needed to crawl up out of that pit. I think you're ready. I think you're ready, or you wouldn't be listening to me right now. I think you know that you have greatness on the inside of you, and you just need somebody to speak over your life, and that's what I'm gonna do right now. I speak greatness over you. Arise, champion. I'm speaking to somebody out there. The reason you feel so uncomfortable on the inside is because you know you're not being the best version of you that you can be. That discomfort is trying to move you from where you're at to where you belong. Your destiny is greatness, and you know this on the inside, and that voice just keeps on calling, and you're never gonna have the peace until you go become who you are supposed to be. Now we're gonna set this change in motion for you right now. I want you to say this with me. I want you to say this out loud. I am ready to change my life. I am willing and committed to going all in and fully commit to doing the things that it takes to become the person I was meant to be. And that starts right now. All excuses stop right now. I will not, from this point forward, point the blame at anybody else for my own destiny. I will take responsibility for who I want to be. I will get up every day and work toward that person that I know that I am on the inside. I pledge with all my actions allegiance to success. I will search deep down inside for a why that will allow me to run through walls with it, because I will not be denied. Champions put in place the habits and daily rituals that manufacture success. They push themselves constantly to the point of pain. And by refusing to tap out to that pain, they eventually give birth to greatness. Pain is no match for a real champion. The legends understand to be a winner, one must be comfortable at being uncomfortable. The dark, the unknown, the fears that stalk each and every one of us must be faced and faced alone. For the more we go through the fire, the more refined we become. Those struggles, trials, and tribulations, they mold and shape us, prepare us for the calling and events to come. We learn to perform under stress, under duress, and without hesitation, because perfect practice consistently makes one perfect all the time. The inner standard of a champion sets him apart from the masses, the wannabes, and the uncommitted. Legends refuse to settle for mediocrity. For them, being average is the plague and totally unacceptable. Champions go all in all the time. Not just on game day. When the practice is over for the team, the work for the champion just begins. They understand the process and what is required to be elite, to be great, to be the best. It requires obsession, passion, focus, and an unbelievable work ethic. Sweat becomes the friend of the 1%. Success is available to anybody that is willing to work for it. Success can only be bought with the currency of hard work.
That's about where I'm at with all of that. Just trying to help those that may need that assistance and the fact that they are better than what they realize. They are so much more than what they realize. So much more. They could give more. They could be more. But they choose not to be. By the actions that they show to me and you. What kind of life do you wish to live? Do you wish to live one in success? Or one that is less than this? Do what you need to do. Be who you need to be. Don't hold yourself back. If you do, you will be in regret at the end of your life. Do you wish to be a champion or one that no one knows about your life? What is it that you wish? It is you that shows what it is you wish. Do not hesitate. Why would it be that you hesitate? Is it that you are not strong enough? Sorry, but you have an excuse. Okay, very well. I'll dispel your excuse. For the mind is not willing, but the body is. What's the matter? Did I just ruin your whole idea? You know what? I will never be what I need to be because I am too lazy. You have no excuse. Sorry, I don't care if I'm blunt. I don't care if you like what I say. If you get offended, then you are not doing what you need to do upon this day. And you need to think twice. What is it that makes you think twice? What is it that you feel called to do? What is it that only you can do? Would you rather have your dreams stand around you and your ideas of things to do stare at you with angry eyes? We are the ones that came to you. But because you chose not to do what you need to do, we are the ones that have to die with you. You are more than what you know. Everything you need is right there, and it can show. But it's up to you. What is it that you will do? Will you be more than what some will see? Will you even understand anything that comes from me? Will you understand that there is greatness within you that I can see, even if I cannot truthfully see you or what you could be, or what your friends that tend to antagonize you about certain things happen to see, or the ones that set their self against you, against what it is you can truthfully do. Is there more to the eye to you? Is there a resistance of what you wish to do? Are there ones that do not understand you? Do you think they ever could, regardless what it is you do? There will be ones that look and listen, and they will not understand that it is them that I am trying to get to glisten, regardless what I say or do. They will not listen, for they will say, certain ones know upon my heart what I wish upon this day. An excuse is all that is. They do not wish to do their biz. I will do it here, I will do it then. I will do it now. I will do it at the end. If you are not doing it, you will never do it at all. I hate to be blunt, but the truth is, if you're not doing it now, you will not do it at all. Oh, I do not have time. Yes, you can make it as what you wish. You have full control over every single second you have. That is just an excuse. Let me ask you this, for those that have that excuse. Look at the ones that are truthfully successful. Not the ones that are like you that do not choose to be successful. What do they do with their time? Do they waste it? Do they squander it? Or do they utilize their time? Do they make sacrifices to make sure certain things happen? Or do they not? What is the thing they do upon this spot? And you say, I have failed. The one that created the light bulb. You realize there was 1,000 experiments before he had one successful? How much time did it take for 1,000 experiments? The research and everything else involved with this? If it was not for his determination, there would not be a light bulb upon this generation. Hmm? Did you ever think of that? Or did you even know any of that? Your determination depends on if you are one that fails or is successful in this nation, or any other for that matter. Oh, did I step on your toes? What's the matter? What is it that you wish to be? What is it that you wish to see? What is it that you could possibly be? Or are you even going to listen and realize that I am just trying to make you glisten? If you're offended, then that is what it is. I don't care. No, for the one that has spoken. Did you not realize? If I did not do what I chose to do today, this door would not be open. No one holds back one that knows what they could be. Do you honestly think you could hold back me? It doesn't matter what you try to do or anything else that is in league with you. Sorry, that might be blunt, but I do not care if it is me that is blunt. My encouragement about that is that you can do exactly the same as I have just did that. Is there the ones that stop you from being what you wish to be? Is there ones that do not wish for the successfulness of you or me? Just mere attempts to stop you from what you could be in these attempts. I've heard someone once say, you only allow what someone else will get away upon this day. I'll elaborate a little bit upon this. People only get away with what you allow them to. Will you allow someone else to control what you could be when it is more? That will not be the case for me. For you, I hope as well. After all, you do have an impact upon the place you dwell. But it's up to you how it is. Will anyone even know that you did your biz? Will they know that you were here? If they don't, doesn't mean that they won't know eventually. Some stories may seem smaller than others, but in reality, they're just as big as the others. I'll give you a small example. I will speak from some personal experience and from what I have seen. I just wish for you to look at it the same as me. There is one that I specifically know. That there is more than they realize they show. In circumstances, there are certain things that make it hard. And the ones that made that possible, their life will be even more hard. But enough on that. They do 125% of what they could do with all limitations they have. And ones that have done such things to make it hard for them will realize there was more than just them involved in the end. Just because one is affected does not mean the other is. Values and other things, regardless what it is. One show hatred and other things. One may be having a hard life, and the other one has not from the start to the end. Main thing I wish for you to realize is that I may be blunt, I may offend, but this is my question upon that end. Is it that it makes you feel you have not done what you need to do? Or do you feel like I am criticizing you? I do not have the limitations of such things. I do not feel the same emotions upon these things. If I offend you, let me have you ask a question upon yourself. Do you feel you have done what you need to do? Regardless what it is I speak to you. That is why it would offend you. Because apparently you feel you have done everything you need to do. Then it means the message is not entirely for you. Give or take. Regardless where you are, I know that I can be blunt. I know that I can be, for some, I've had people say that I am hostile in a way in what I do or what I say. But also, I don't have the limitations of that. I'm not trying to be nice. I'm not trying to be like that. I will be as I am, beginning to the end. Maybe sometimes when you think I offend you, it makes you question what you do, doesn't it? But also, if you have limitations upon these things, because I know there are those that do, regardless, I've met or not met you. I don't know what you've gone through. I don't know what you see or understand or what you believe or understand. If I offend you, maybe you think that I think that you're not doing something, or maybe you think that I think that. That's not necessarily true. I am speaking in a broad way. I do not know who it is that watches or who will see upon this day. Do you think that I would do such a thing as this? Speak to you specifically? No. Why would I do this? I do not know who watches. I do not know who sees. I must look at every aspect upon these things. Maybe there is someone else that gets encouragement from something that you do not get encouragement. But I will tell you this. If you listen to what I say, it is encouragement that you seek upon this day. If you're doing everything you can, then why would you feel negative upon what I say? If for some reason you feel that you're not, then that is why you feel I am criticizing you upon this spot. There's a few things maybe you haven't done that you wish to do. Did you think that maybe I am speaking to the inside you that you do not realize I am speaking to? Maybe there is a version that you are not able to see, one that is subconscious that you are unable to see. If not, then it is what it is. The only thing I'm trying to do is encourage. Maybe give you ideas, maybe other things. maybe make you strive to be more than what you are. But also, with what I showed before, right before this, for the one that did this, I appreciate it. You give motivation for me to do what I'm doing. Speak over someone that may be someone that needs to hear it. Regardless if it is they realize or not realize they have heard it. Because there are times you don't realize it until later. Or maybe it's something you use later. And you don't even realize you use it until after. Oh, wait. Why is it this rings a bell? But also, I wish to ask you a question as far as this. Does your map and compass line up with this? Where is it that you wish to be? Where is it that your compass and map show you where you be? Your compass shows you where or the direction you need to be. Your map shows you where you currently be. Does it line up? Does it not? What is it that is upon this current spot? Does it line up other ways? Even ways that you cannot see? Divine appointment? Is that what you see? Oh, there's ones that say things happen for a reason. A lot of times that is true upon this or the other season. Even if, or not, you know the reason. Isn't it weird how sometimes people show up at the exact time that you need to know what they say upon that time? Did you ever notice that? Or blessings or other things you do not see until they show yourself to you or me? Divine appointment. I've never heard of anything other than divine appointment. That's personally, though. There's no such thing as a coincidence, if you ask me. It's only providence. If you're not sure what that word means, look it up. Providence. Look up what that means. The next time that all of a sudden you see who you need to see or hear who you need to hear, you may understand exactly what it is you hear and why it is that exact time that you happen to hear